Oh, hello there. What's that? You want more? Alright. What did you want? Oh, you want to be a succubus with pretty horns and a nice pair of wings and a tail? Perhaps even some red skin? I can do that for you just fine. But first, I'm gonna need you to get comfortable and take a moment to relax. Take a deep breath in and out. Good. I want you to, throughout this video, breathe like that. Whenever you feel like you need to breathe at your own pace, just take a nice deep breath in and out. Just like that, whenever you need to. Alright, let's begin. So you want to be a succubus? Well, first, the main part about being a succubus is being a girl. You have an immense amount of girliness inside. I can feel it. I can sense it. I want you to feel it now. Feel all of the girly thoughts, emotions, and energy you have inside of you, flowing through your body at a constant rate. Indeed, you have a lot.
You are a pretty girl.
You have a lot of girliness inside that you haven't been expressing enough, have you? Let me help you.
Good girly thoughts.
I want you to think about things that make you feel girly. It can be anything, really. The color pink, handbags, makeup even, fashion, doing your hair, your nails, anything along those lines. Just start thinking about it and feel the nice warm glow that you get from thinking about it. Because you're a girl and you know it. And if you aren't already a girl, well, after listening to this file, you might as well be. You're gonna be the cutest, girliest succubus ever. And it all starts with thinking pink. Thinking girly. Feeling that girly energy flow. Yes. Think about your ideal girly image. That if you could look like a girl, how you would want to look. Your hair, the way your face looks, maybe a bit of makeup, earrings, any jewelry, perhaps your body shape, thin and curvaceous, or maybe a bit thicker, a bit more meat on your bones, bigger boobs, bigger butt, or maybe a modest size of those feminine proportions. Whatever you may think, imagine it now, and imagine that overlaying your body. That's right, just overlaying your body right now, feeling the sensations of your ideal feminine self, or at least your ideal feminine human self. Feel that now and let it just sink into your body. That's right, sink into your body, just as it has your mind, just as it has your every thought, girly and feminine beyond belief. And you feel this taking over your thoughts, your feelings. They're all aligning themselves towards that of a woman's, whatever that may be in your head and in your mind. Feel that ideal image just enveloping your body. The girly energy just flowing to those areas, your very thoughts flowing to those areas of your body to make it real in your head. Feels good, doesn't it? Feeling all girly and feminine inside, so deeply feminine. Yes, it feels like it's enveloping your mind ever more, forcing you to focus on it, forcing you to focus on my words, as they are what's driving you right now. And you feel as you go deeper and deeper into your own femininity. I do not define what femininity is to you. That is up to you. I simply am giving you suggestions. Yes, suggestions that your mind is taking in thoroughly and deeply. With every word you hear me speak, your mind goes deeper and deeper into these thoughts, deeper and deeper into your own femininity. Feel it coating your body, causing it to pleasantly tingle with feminine energy and concentration. This is natural for you because you're a girl, a really real girl, and you feel all of this now settling in your mind and in your body with each passing second, with each word, as you go ever more deeper and deeper into this beautiful headspace of femininity, girliness, and even self-love. That's right. You love these girly thoughts, these girly feelings, and by proxy, you love yourself with that. And you just feel it taking over your whole body. That girly energy just concentrating more and more. But there's another feeling that is in your body. Potential. Yes, potential. For more than just a normal female form. For more than just a mundane girl. Yes, you feel more potential, but like it's locked behind something. A phrase, passcode, something. Well, let me help you with that. You silly succubus. And with those words entering your mind, you know what is being unlocked, what is going to happen to a degree. You feel it entering your mind and thereby entering your girly, feminine mind state, changing it, but not taking anything away. You're still a girl, you're still feminine, and you still have a girl's body, but that doesn't mean that the sensation and feeling of your race doesn't change. No. You feel now as your instincts start to mobilize every time I say, silly succubus.
You are a pretty girl.
And you feel as though this phrase is the key itself. Not me, not yourself, and not anyone else specifically. Just the phrase. as it unlocks your true succubal potential. And with that thought, as it passes through your head, your instincts trigger and start ingraining into your body, ingraining into your mind, fueling a transformation with your girliness and your girly energy as the fuel. Not necessarily used up, but more transmuted. Transmuting you into something different, something demonic. Not evil, but demonic. And as your instincts start to update, you feel all of that feminine energy start to concentrate on a few points of your body. One such set of points is on the very tippity top of your head. You feel energy collecting there, right towards the front of your skull, but not all the way at the front. This energy is causing a lot of tingly sensations in that area. Something about feeling it makes your mind realize that this is a very real thing, even if it is your mind's doing. And as you feel that, you know what's coming next, don't you? Alas, as your instincts update, you realize that you start to have wants for horns to grow out, and wants for them to be stroked. That's right, stroked. Your instincts encoding, realizing that your horns are a very sensitive spot for you. A very sensitive spot indeed. A sensitive spot that feels intimate to be touched. Not inherently sexual, but intimate. Because they're so sensitive, connected to your skull, there's nerves on the inside of your horns, and the pressure and touch is enough to activate them. Yes, and with those sensations and your mind and body updating as to how they should be, you feel an itchiness on the top of your head. An itchiness as your bones start to shift and change, making spots where your horns will sprout. And with that thought of horns sprouting, that thought in and of itself combined with the phrase, silly succubus, it causes your horns to start to grow. That hard, bone-like substance starting to erupt from your head. But not painfully so, no. Not painfully. And you feel it now as it embeds into your head, anchoring to your skull before starting to grow out. The shape of them somewhat undefined in both your mind and your body. And you feel as though right now you can determine how they will look, how long they will be, and their shape. You could have horns that are more goat-like and kind of curl backwards, or horns that are much more straight, or even horns that bend more forward. All of this is within your control, and you feel as though your desires and your thoughts for the shape, color, size, all of these become manifest as your horns grow to the appropriate length right now, and with each mention of the trigger word, the activation word that causes you to transform, if you aren't already, silly succubus. And you feel now as your horns fully grow and that bony substance covers all of the internal nerves and tissues, anchoring into your skull appropriately as they should be. And now, with a pop, you feel your horns fully developed. And you feel as they tingle with sensation after having come into existence. Yes, it feels quite good. But before you can fully enjoy the sensation of your new horns, you notice as your skin starts to change color. Yes, it's starting to take on a different hue. Any hue that your mind pre-selects, perhaps. It could be a nice red color, perhaps a darker color, or brown-ish. You could even have blue, green, even purple skin. As long as it's what your mind selects, you feel that pigmentation change occur now. Yes, you feel it. It's all so real, so detailed. Yes. Feel it now as more changes start to occur, and you feel as though all of this is up to you. Yes, all of it is up to you. You will develop these changes, but you have the ultimate say in how they look to a degree. And you have the ultimate say in how many of these changes stay. The moment the words silly succubus are spoken, the transformation will occur, as according to partially my words entering your mind, but also your own desires and ways to look. But you notice that the moment you've transformed, you have ultimate control as to how long or how much of the transformation stays. Yes. You notice that if you did not want horns, you could shapeshift them back if you wished at a moment's notice. And if you wanted to simply be a girl with a different skin color, you could. You don't have to have any of the changes mentioned, or you can have all of them. But the same thing stays the same. Every time the words silly succubus are spoken, the changes will occur, but that doesn't mean they have to stay for more than a second. No, you have those rights, and you feel that power welling up in you, the power to decide, the power to change. And as you feel that, you feel as though more changes are occurring. More changes as the energy concentrates on your shoulder blades. The tingling sensation from before is intensifying here. You can tell this change is going to be a big one. And as you think that, you realize what's going on. Your instincts update and, well, let's just say, your wings start to sprout. And you have the instincts to be able to flap and move them around just as you would any other appendage. And you feel as the sights for these wings have been decided. Anywhere near your shoulder blades or even your back in general becomes the spot for your new wings. And you feel as the buds for those wings start to develop. The muscle tissue and bones start to expand and attach to each other in just the right way to give you beautiful demon wings. And you feel as they start to sprout out, first the bones and the ligaments, and the muscle, all wrapping around each other, interconnecting, anchoring, building. Then the skin, the membranes of your wings, attaching all of these delicate little bones together, almost similar to bat wings in a way. Though do remember, you can change the color as well as some of the shape of these wings, but regardless, they will remain segmented, with a thin membrane connecting all of it, thin but strong, able to survive small wounds and even more substantial wounds like cuts. Yes, and you feel as all of this just anchors together and starts to grow into a beautiful pair of wings now. A pair of wings that you feel could carry you through the sky, if there were anything more than just your mind's projection. But you can really feel them. They feel so real because to your mind they are real. And if they're real to your mind, and they're real to your perception of reality, they might as well be real. Right? And as you think of this, they become ever more real, ever more deeply ingrained into your body. You flap them a little bit as they finish fully growing, and you feel as though they are complete. Any small little details you may have had for them, like any spines, spikes, thorns, or even just their size and length, comes to full fruition now, fully developing, fully ready for this. And with that, your body moves on to its next main point of focus. Yes, your next main point of focus, as all this energy collects near your tailbone, where your closest animal kingdom relatives would have had a tail. Your instincts for this are buried, but they become unburied and changed. Yes, you will have a nice, strong, prehensile, muscular tail. The amount of muscle and strength is up to you, but it will be stronger than the average animal tail. Yes, and have more degree of movement than the average animal tail. Yes, and it will take on the skin tones that you have chosen for the rest of your body, if you wish.
What a pretty tail.
And you feel as though there is potential in this tail. Potential that it could have thorns or barbs, or even just a nice smooth end, if you wish. All of these being selected by your subconscious and your brain, and even your own personal preferences on the surface. All of these coming into play as you feel another sudden shift at your tailbone, your vertebrae extending as tissue, muscle, and flesh mingle together to start to formulate the very base of your tail. Yes, the very base of your tail, as it starts to grow out more and more, longer and longer, to your exact specifications. As remember, this is your transformation, no one else's. It's unique to you. But one thing always stays the same. One thing and one thing only. The words silly succubus trigger this, whether said by you or anyone else.
What a pretty tail.
And do remember that because this is your transformation, if you do not feel safe, your subconscious will not make you transform. If you do not feel safe feeling this in any scenario for any reason at all, you will not feel it. It will not happen. You will feel the transformation only happen when you feel safe. And when the words, silly succubus, are said, thought, or even typed. And with each time I say this, you feel it strengthen, strengthening everything, strengthening that new tail of yours that is forming, that is growing out with each word, with each second, with each listen of this file. Everything in this file becomes stronger and stronger, and you love it, and you want it more, and you want that pretty tail of yours to finish forming, and so it does, with all of its strength, durability, shape, potential for thorns, different skin colors, whatever your mind may see as a fitting succubal tail for you, has now formed, ready to be used. And with that, you feel as though your body has one last list of changes to make. All of those feminine, girly, ideal changes earlier, you feel them start to take hold. Just the right bit of breast development for you, of whatever size you shall feel. Feel it swelling from your chest now, swelling to its full form quickly, as all your girly energy is able to concentrate on these changes individually, these changes that do not require species modification. They go quicker, faster, and you feel as your breasts form and develop with the same succubal skin tones and your desired size and shape. You feel them, the weight, the bounce, all of this, up to you, but very, very real to your mind and your sense of reality. And with that, you feel your girly energy rush around your body, making your face the shape you wish it to be, your hair the length and style that is befitting of a nice feminine succubus of your stature, and your hips ballooning out, the bones themselves expanding your hips, your pelvic bones, to match whatever you shall desire. The fat of your body moving to all of the appropriate places. Your thighs, your hips, your butt, your breasts. You feel it all taking hold right now, making you feel so feminine, so girl, real, very real, as you feel your breasts and your wings, your tail, your super sensitive horns, your hips, your butt, and any other changes that might befit an ultra girly girl like you. You feel all of these take right now, taking so completely that you can't help it. You can't fight it. Your mind, your body, and your soul are all enraptured by it and cannot fight it. All of this, all of these transformations being possible through the words, silly succubus. You remember it. It's burned into your mind, as is what it does, the transformations, all the details of how you decide them, indeed, as well as the safety features that come with it, of when it activates, and if these shape-shifted features stay that way, or stay how you wish, as all of this is your journey, your trip. And as you realize this, and you cement it in your mind, you feel as though that you want to come back and listen to this as many times times as it takes to make you feel as real of a succubal girl as possible, and as many times as you need to strengthen it. As with each listen, the file is strengthened, the trigger is strengthened, the effects are strengthened. It becomes more and more real in your brain, deeper and deeper ingrained into your very instincts. And with that, you feel as though this file has come to a close, unless you wanted to listen again right after, in which case it's only the beginning. I'll see you again, silly succubus.